Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Andy Nguyen, and today we're talking about the 7V, the GOG 7V, the board that I trashed so readily in the YouTube description. Well, we finally built it with Plateless today. And honestly, Plateless is a completely different animal. But a 7V, look at this. Look at that beauty. I can see myself in the reflection. This thing, I will admit, should be more high-end. It does cost high-end. I think with two PCBs, this thing was running 600 plus extras. That hurts. If I'm paying that much, I don't want to have to DIY it and mod it to the point where it feels cheap. I know the hobby is about customization and modding your own keyboard, and that's the name of the game, but I have to draw the line somewhere. So now we have this right here, right? We have banana splits, the TikTok switch built on Plateless. No other mods, no tape, no PE foam. I was gonna do PE foam. The sound test with Durock palms on PE foam was actually kind of nutty, but this is pretty good so far. So with the 7V right here, my only complaint was a hollowness. I don't really accept hollowness in boards. So when we did it with the Bolsa for Thox on aluminum, as well as the stemmed OAs on PC, if the plate configuration has hollowness, that doesn't bode well for the Plateless. Well, I was wrong. The Plateless here, man. The sound is very creamy, and I like the fact that I did not have to use PE foam and make it sound like another keyboard. This kind of has a Plateless sound all of its own with the acoustics of the 7V. Each board has its own design, so acoustically they should sound very unique. Doing the whole PCB foam, case foam, and PE foam and all those mods tend to make them sound very similar. There's not much else to say about this board. I think this board is made for Plateless. And in terms of modifications, the PE foam soldered in is one option, but I would be careful to use black PE foam that's anti-static so you don't short your PCB. There has been a non-zero number of instances where someone soldered in PE foam and somehow shorted their board. You can also do gaskets on top and bottom. This design has the gaskets on top only, like GOG intended. You can do the bottom too. Someone mentioned that reduced the hollowness if you plan on using the PC plate or the aluminum plate. In terms of tape mod, everyone who has done the Tempest mod really liked it, so go ahead and do that. I personally will not be doing any kind of tape mod for my boards. I feel like it makes it feel too cheap, but it's up to you. It's a game of preference. You can do whatever you want. So all in all, this board, if you can accept the fact that this is a 75% layout and it's quite large, aesthetically speaking, I think this is number one. I think this is the nicest looking 75% keyboard, unless you like the more quirky look of the Satisfaction 75 with the OLED and the knob. This is the most clean, you know, has the weight on the back, shiny. People love their shiny keyboards. In terms of sound, Plateless is right up my alley. I love Plateless keyboards, like I mentioned on the channel before. In my opinion, I like the smaller keyboards because, well, my desk is very small.
That's what she said.
It's only 25 inches deep. The 7V Plateless sound is very nice in my opinion. I definitely think it's worth looking at. In terms of a plate, I don't know. I think it may need those extra mods. If you're willing to do that, go for it. With this board dropping down to 900, it's still not really worth it in the aftermarket, but maybe you can get it for 800 shipped with an extra PCB or high 700s. But right now, across the board, the market is dropping, it's tanking. Boards are costing less and less as people are spending their money on other things. Keyboards may not be the top priority anymore. Hopefully this review was of some value to you. I think this is a solid board. The Striker on E-White, very nice. It's worth a look. All right, peace.